What is good, everybody? It is time for another Fair Shake review, and we are going to talk quickly about the brand new album from Paramore. This is why. And let me just tell you, I was very much looking forward to this because I think that Paramore is a fantastic band that honestly I like their music so much that it's kind of strange that I haven't dove into all of their albums. Like my love for them is simply off of the singles, and that is a shame. So I jumped in on this one, and let me tell you what I got out of it. So I'm gonna give you a little blurb about each of the tracks here. The first one, "This Is Why," is a fun, upbeat jam that I believe is about how society is so divisive lately, and it's kind of unwelcoming enough to make Haley want to kind of stay inside away from everybody else. And I thought it was a fantastic way to start this. I was like, oh, we're getting into some deep topics like right off the bat. That's pretty cool. Then the second track, "The News," which is a kind of a description of the first world mentality of wanting to help, but also kind of like from a distance, because it's kind of hard to truly sympathize with the plights around the world that we see on the news. And I was like, wow, we talk about some serious stuff. Oh my goodness, they coming through, coming hard. Then number three, "Running Out of Time," goes to something more universal, and here's like an all too relatable look on how we use our time and excuse our lack for it, for things that matter much less to us. And it's just a fun jam. Really enjoyed that. Next is "C'est Comme Ça," which is also really fun. It's a song kind of about taking the good things with the bad, especially when the good sometimes takes too much effort to get into. To get to it's just like, hey, things could be better, but to make things better, it'll take too much. So we'll just take it how it comes. And I enjoyed that too. Then "Big Man, Little Dignity" comes next, and this is just kind of a track about the man who always seems to get away with murder, and he walks around like he knows it. Yeah, she just kind of looks at him with disgust and slight fascination, like, wow, you're such a terrible person, but you can get away with it, and how in the world can you even do that? That, like, I hate that you can do that, but it's also just kind of interesting to just see how you walk through this world that way, live your life this way, and you get away with it. It's another pretty darn great song. Then next comes "You First," which is the song kind of talking about how we all have good and bad traits, and we kind of hope the good can outshine the bad. I enjoyed that as well. Up next, we've got "Figure Eight," describing kind of an unhealthy relationship with her kindness, where her kindness kind of keeps her going through a vicious cycle with a person that she's in the relationship with, and that one was just hurt in the feels. Then "Liar" comes next, where it's kind of an admittance to fighting the fact that she's kind of fallen in love with the person she's been trying to avoid for so long, and she's just been trying to avoid having to admit, I kind of like you, and I wasn't trying to, but that's what happened. Enjoyed that too. "Crave" It comes next, and it's kind of a look at the things in life that kind of brought you to the present moment in a delightful demeanor, and just kind of craving to want to relive it all. And I also thought this was a pretty lovely track as well. And then the final one, "Thick Skull," is the closing track that talks about how she continues to be drawn to relationships with broken people where they end up still damaged in the end. And it's just it seems like they're never learning their lesson from these situations. But I thought it was a nice little somber closing to this project. But overall, I think this whole project has some really great pop rock tunes, with some fantastic melodies and awesome accompaniment. The band like really brought it super nicely. Like, I enjoyed the production of this so much. And the songs cover the gamut of topics, as we mentioned, that are very relatable yet still authentically personal in a way. Like, although the lyrics are kind of written in a general manner, you can still tell they have personal stories attached to them, which help ground them in reality. And I really, really, really love that about these songs here. Yeah, some of my favorites out of this will certainly be Running Out of Time, Figure Eight, and Crave. But all of them have made it to my playlist. I will be jamming to this project a lot. So I'm curious, what do you guys think of this project? Because I know I most certainly enjoyed it, and I just need to really give some of the albums I even have, some of the past albums, a deeper dive into, and enjoy some lovely Paramore, because they're just great. They're just great. But tell me your thoughts in the comments. Also, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe for more reactions and reviews. Got the Patreon link in the description box. Thank you to everyone who is already doing so. Don't forget, if you're on the blog, just go to patreon.com/bluntmaster5. I'd appreciate it. Support the leader of the blog by going to Muddy Colt Miko on Patreon, and it would be greatly appreciated, as mentioned shortly before I just said that. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it. Until next time, much love, peace.